Hello my beautiful badgers, Messi Coder back again with another asset store review. This time it is Velkin Labs Horror Environment Pack number 1, which is currently on a 50% sale on the Unity asset store. Normal price $55.99, currently at $27.99. This pack has over 480 prefabs, but is this going to be the horror pack of your dreams or the horror pack of your nightmares? Sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a second. Here we are, my beautiful badgers, inside Velkin Labs Horror Environment Pack 1. I picked this up on a sale quite a while ago, a couple of years ago in fact. It was on a 50% sale, so I picked it up then. I did not pick it up in this sale, but I have reported some issues with this back when I bought it, and it hasn't been updated. 2016 this pack has been released, and it's never been updated, not once. So it's still on the same version. All of the issues I've previously reported and problems I've said with this pack are still here, which is a shame. First things that you would notice as you come in are the poor textures. I mean, it's looking at that. Look at that. That's not great. It hasn't been updated to be utilized for any modern version of Unity. So HDRP, URP, do not expect it to work out of the box. If you know how to do HDRP, then you could probably get away with it yourself. However, I don't, and when I tried, let me show you, this is what happened. I imported it in, I used Unity to convert all of your materials to HDRP, and bear in mind it just uses standard materials, nothing fancy. And when I go over to these objects here, it looks like it's got the architectural textures working and everything. There looks like they should be there, but it does not look good at all. Obviously something went awry with the HDRP conversion. I haven't got a clue. So if somebody knows how to do this better than I redid the lighting and everything, but it still looks dodgy. Now I know what you're saying. If you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, you should need to do it yourself. But I don't know how to do this stuff myself, and I expect an asset to do it for me. That's why I pay money on the asset store to do stuff for me. If I wanted to do it myself, I would learn how to do it myself and make all the HDRP stuff. More to the story is, when it comes to HDRP and URP, take the effort to learn how to do it all yourself and don't rely on old assets being able to work. Lesson learned, thank you very much. But never mind, back into the built-in version, so at least it looks relatively good. I mean, it works, so that's the good sign. We go up here. Well, straight away we notice that there's some shenanigans going on, and you'd expect everything to be snapped perfectly into place. It is a modular pack. It is modular, so we can build our own little house, well, big house even. Let's get out of play mode, and if I go into this view, which is the scene view, we can fly around, and I show you that even the outside, look, you've got outside two-sided walls and doors, which is fantastic. Look, I could use this to do an exterior and an interior. Just put a roof on it. Does it have a roof? Let's have a look over here. No, but sadly we've got two-sided, the material has got, but basically it's closed off, so you can see both ends, but this side's unusable. If this is going to be the case, then don't have these the object solid here. Have it so you can see through. That's what I would have done. There's no need to waste those polys, those verts on that end. If you've closed it off and I can't use it, it's pointless, completely pointless. If I go down here, bring it down, you can see this is the one that we were talking about there. That's not great. But then you can say, look, that's for you'd put a floor on top of it, okay, and get away with that end. Again, make it usable so we could then put a floor on it or a roof on it or something on it. But never mind, we're throwing away some extra poly. Not a huge amount because it's just a square, a cube, but every poly counts. But never mind, I'll give that the benefit of the doubt. Ones that you are less forgiving is if I pop over here back into the main hall downstairs, and we have a look here. This looks beautiful. I love this. Look at this frame. Everything looks great. Let's click on it, and while we're here, back into this view, while we're here looking at it, let's say that we want to go through to the other end? Well, I drag it over here. You know what? I'm going to click on the doors as well. Let's drag the whole lot over here and pretend that we've walked through these doors. So let's swing this door open. Swing this door open. Oh, not that way. That's like that. And we're going to walk through. Everything looks lovely, jubbly, and then we turn around and it's dark, so you can't really see. You expect, all right, look, it looks good. For this little demo, you don't see any problems. However, if I now flip this around, something horrendous has appeared. Yes, that's right. Look at this. It's like the roof. It's the other side of the roof that we saw. It's the assumption that the other side of this door is not going to be used. Then what's the point of having it? If you're not going to use it, what's the point of having it? Why not have it one-sided? If the point of this is to go, you know what, then you're going to have to double it up and do it like this, then that is really bad, isn't it? If we're gonna, if this is this what we expected to do that, possibly, if that's what was expected to be done, to make it nice and thick ourselves, but my word, it's not a great solution at all by any stretch of the imagination. Not really something I'd be happy with. Well, that's just one little example here. So maybe, you know, that's just a little oversight. Let's forgive it. Well, it's the other stuff that really gets to me as well. It's the textures. Look at these textures. Not fantastic. And I can't help but feel that this is going to be really reliant on you having lots of post-processing or smokes and mirrors. You know what I mean? If I reduce the normals a lot, then that's the problem. Look, now I've reduced the normals so it's not so angry. The cracks and everything have lost their power. You're stuck between a rock and a hard, between two bad choices. I'm not entirely happy with that at all. The textures to me are not usable in this pack. The ground, look here on the ground is away from my face, so you can get away with it. Things like this where you're going to be coming up to, they're not getting away with. And the problem with the wood is it's that chocolate spread effect. You know what I mean? Where the resolution is so poor, but it's so shiny and it's so blare that it just feels like someone's just smeared chocolate spread all over your game. That's how it feels. So this is a good demo scene. And in the dark, as I go through here, it actually looks attractive. You can get away with it. So we could say that in the dark, when you can't really see the textures, this is a good pack. The models are nice in this pack, which is a shame. The models are nice. Look at this selection of models you get in here. There's 480 prefabs in here. You'd expect in 480 you've got a good collection of models. And you do get them. If we find our little friend, where's our FPS little man down at the bottom here, and we go to this table, I'm happy with this. I like this stapler. I like the sharpener, and they're very simple as well. So if we go to the pencil sharpener here, we can see that Mr. Pencil Sharpener is sitting at around 365 Hz, 427 tries. Not really busy, but looks good. And the texture looks good on these small things because they're small and away from you. But then if I look here at this wood, and it just, you know me and my wood, I love good wood, and that's really what upsets me in this pack, that everything just feels like a really bad selection of artwork from Google SketchUp. Here, this little magnifying glass doesn't have any glass in the magnifying glass. It's a magnifying stick, so with no glass on it. So you can't put, there's no extra material in here for the glass, so we could have some kind of effect going on, which is a shame. Something else that we feel missing in this pack. The lights, these kind of things, the metals and the lights, more forgiving. looks, works well. The books seem to work well, and the binders. So if we can pop into the library later on, I'll show you. They look good. If we go back over here and run around, as I say, it's a big demo scene. We could easily flip this demo, and we've got a toilet to hang around with, a collection of bottles and the mirrors and the sinks. But it's the walls that let it down. It's the walls, I feel, are the biggest problem in this pack. The walls and the pillars and all those items really let this pack down. We've got a little scene here for doing grotesque experiments, which is nice. Beds here laid out again. We will need to retexture these. But substances, this pack has not been updated since the day it came on the store, which is a shame because technology has come a long way since 2016 in such a short time. There could be some really good optimizations done to this. I mean, improvements could be done to this pack, and it's what I find with a lot of Velkin lab stuff. He uploads his assets to the store and leaves them as is, doesn't touch them again, which is a shame. If you buy one of his packages, as long as you know that when you're buying Velkin's labs, don't expect them to be changed. Don't expect to be lots of updates to be done to them. And if you buy it and you're happy with it, great, job done. If you buy it and you feel you can't use it, then try to contact him. I did contact him back in 2019, and I was getting some replies, and then all of a sudden I didn't get any responses. He said that he will take care of these issues that are highlighted and they'll be resolved, but nothing, no updates, nothing's been done. My favorite thing in this entire pack, is that chair here. This is my favorite thing. Is it worth the entire pack just for this? You know what? This operating table chair, I really love it. I really do. I can change this. I've got this part I can move around. I can open up the straps. We can even move these bits. It's so flexible. They've even turned it into a little table here, albeit the briefcase is floating on the table. Yeah, the demo scenes are right, but it's not really. You couldn't flip this in your game, and don't flip the demo scenes in your game, really. Although I can see a lot of people just flipping this as they run around, hide from the maniac kind of thing. You can tell I'm not entirely best pleased with this pack. The models I'm happy with. The textures I'm not happy with. Some of the models that have got the dodgy UV stuff going on, I'm not happy with. I'm not even sure how to go around fixing that. I'd have to, unless the artist and those Velkin Labs fixes it themselves, I don't know what we're left to do ourselves with that. I would have to go on Google and find out how to do it. This is not going to work on HDRP out of the box unless you know what you're doing and you can tweak it and fix it yourself. Yeah, as I say, they've got a good collection of books, bookshelves, even got TVs and phones, and they've got 480 props in this pack. It's a good collection of props, and there's even more demo scenes to play about with. Let's pop into the other demo scene before I just carry on ranting here to you. And here's the office demo scene. Now I'll show you again. This is like here. See this white wall? It really stands out. I mean, the wood on this part here, if I put post-processing on here, nice little fog and just trying to break out the sharpness of this, this could work. Nice little screenshot. I mean, the books look great. This bookend looks fabulous. It really does. I love that bookend. The problem is when he's got these textures that are just stretched on these massive maps. It really doesn't help it at all. But there you go. It's on sale. Get it on sale. Yes, I would say a sale price, 50% off. I'm happier. If I bought this at full price, I would be livid. Honestly, I would not be happy with this pack at full price. And the Environment Pack 2 full price is $89 thereabouts. So about $45 on sale. $45 is too much of a risk for me to be paying for when I've been playing about with his older one, this one here, pack 1, and it's got so many glaring issues. That's my concern. It's my concern. If we just have a quick look at the video for number 2, it looks beautiful. So it's $85.99. I'd stand corrected. $42.99 currently on sale. And yeah, it looks beautiful. It really does. And I did have a build, and I deleted it when I was cleaning up my hard drive, and I can't find the build anymore, which is deeply frustrating to me. So apologies for that. Otherwise we would. And I do remember that the scaling, there was an issue. You couldn't run up the stairs. You couldn't get round past things because it was the sizing wasn't great on this. And again, it's all smoky mirrors times on here. When has it been updated? Has it ever been updated? Let's say the release. It's never been. Oh no, it has. Originally came out in 2017. It got updated 1.1 to work with 2017.1. Okay, it's had an update just to be published with 2017. The reviews 3 months ago, not worth the money. The assets are very bad scaled and repetitive. There's a scaling problem I saw in his demo. I really like this asset, but some textures suck, man. Please fix the back walls textures. They look like glitchy. Wow, so the same problems we've been experiencing in pack 1 are in pack 2. Good, but issues with lighting. No support from publisher. Okay, this is great, but no support. Anyway, I got a thanks, I'll look into it, and nothing ever got done. Invest in your game, support Velkin. Amazing, worth invest, very good materials, easy to modify. Here we go. Easy to modify. I think this is where this person was happy. He was able just to swap out everything that he didn't like. Now, I can't bring myself to buy this. I really wanted to buy this pack. And I'm umming and ahhing. $42.99 on a sale when people are already complaining that there's problems with the walls and the textures and the glitching, as we saw, the UVs, and no support, not being updated. What can I say? I'm always in favor of supporting the asset publishers and artists, but if you don't update your work, if you don't fix reported bugs, then I'm not sure what to say to you. Because this looks beautiful, it really does. But a well-crafted demo scene with lighting, post-processing, on the version of Unity that it was made at the time. Not necessarily saying that you import this now, everything's going to work out of the box. He could have been using additional assets as well. He could have been using Bakery for his lighting rather than the built-in. Which honestly, pre the GPU lighting, you couldn't do this in Unity with the CPU. You needed to be using Bakery to make you look sexy. I have to say to you, you can't do any other ways. The thing about this pack that I love, the number 2, is the walls and the tiles on the roof just look great. It's a marine themed building, this horror pack 2. So if you're not needing an anchor and fish ornaments everywhere, then possibly this might not even be useful to you. So yeah, I've talked myself out now of getting the horror pack 2. It's got ongoing issues from the moment it was released that haven't been addressed, much like the horror pack 1, but the big difference is that horror pack 1 is only $28, horror pack 2 being $43. I need to retexture horror pack 1 anyway, and the thought of doing that for horror pack 2 basically will drive me nuts. And it's 489 it's pretty much the same number of prefabs it's telling you that you get in horror pack 1 as horror pack 2. So it's not like we're getting a drastic amount more in horror pack 2 to justify double the price. Horror pack 2, it just, for the price, it's too much of an investment for something that is broken and not fixed. So if you do like these videos, you want to see more, don't forget, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below, tell all of your friends and random people on the street that Messy Code has finally found something that he's still not entirely happy with. So if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button. And right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.